So why did I call this book Owning Tomorrow, and what does it have to do with the concept of unstoppable disruption? Well, first of all, disruption as a practice is probably the single #1 trait that we have been given that allows us to constantly improve our standard of living and achieve some level that makes us much, much more comfortable, happier, content, and fulfilled. We have processes, systems, and technologies. We're constantly inventing these, but more importantly, reinventing existing systems, processes, and technologies in an act of disruption. That means that when we've gotten used to a system and it stops adding the value that it once did, usually because it's dominated by a few powerful players, or the consumers or the end user is not properly considered within the ecosystem that's built around that, somebody comes around, usually a great entrepreneur and businessman, and says, we need to actively stop what we're doing and upgrade and change this ecosystem or this system. And we do that very often using new technologies. We also do it with business models, with new ideas. But inevitably, what causes the disruption is putting the consumer, the end user, at the center of this system. By doing that, we begin to democratize it. We let things begin to evolve that are much more value additive to the average consumer or end user. That said, we have to remember that disruption always brings about some sort of short-term pain. We take, for example, Amazon and what it's done to the publishing industry in the process of providing books cheaper and more easily to billions of people. The company indeed put many existing publishers, media players, and so forth out of business and caused a lot of disruption to careers, to jobs, whole communities, in fact. That was short-term pain, but in favor of the long-term transformative effects of the business model that Jeff Bezos and his team put in place and implemented.